I'm gonna share with you the things that I don't like about the upcoming OLEDs in 2023. And as far as I know, all of them have the same issues, QD OLEDs and WRGB OLEDs, unfortunately. So let's start by showing you this HD TV test review about the Panasonic MZ2000. Let's see what he has to say in this part.
Note that in the presence of ambient light, blacks on the Panasonic MZ2000 would look slightly elevated compared to those on the outgoing LZ2000.
Look at that. Just look at that. This is gray. This is not black. This is horrible. Why they do that? The problem with this OLEDs coming is that they remove the polarizer, or they changed the polarizer, and they did that to get more brightness. So because of this competition, this brightness competition with QD OLEDs and WRGB OLEDs, basically what it seems to me, this is what happens. Okay, QD OLEDs are brighter. So on the previous year, QD OLEDs are brighter, and they are brighter because they removed the polarizer. They changed that screen coating. So, and people don't complain because people don't know anything. But the biggest problem I see is that not only people that don't know anything about display technologies or quality or accuracy, not only those people don't complain. They only care about a brighter picture. But the biggest problem, in my opinion, is that professionals and calibrators, they don't complain either, because they watch the TV on a dark room. So they say, okay, this doesn't matter. This is not a big deal because I'm gonna watch the TV on a dark room anyway. But this is not okay, and this is worse. There's no way you can convince me that this is better than this because it's a little bit brighter or even twice as bright. I don't care. Okay, this is worse. This is worse. So for the sake of getting more brightness, you are damaging the picture quality. Yes, it is under certain lighting conditions, but I don't care. You're damaging the picture quality. That is worse. And all the the LG, Samsung, all those TVs, they have this issue now. Now they're saying, oh, these QD OLEDs, they have a new polarize, a different anti-reflective surface that is going to fix these issues and whatever. I have to see it. I did a trip to the store and I recorded the Samsung S95B, and I was saying, man, this looks horrible. The black level is raised. And then I did my research because people told me, no man, it's the polarizer. It's not the matte finish, it's the polarizer. I did my research, and yes, it is the polarizer, but whatever it is, regardless of the particularly why that happens, is bad, and I don't like it a bit. I do not like that. I don't care. I'm gonna use the TV on a dark room anyway, but that's bad. That's bad. Right now, I have a light pointing to my face, and the screen is black. If I do this, it's black. Okay, it's perfectly black. I do not want under any conditions this happening. So I do not care to sacrifice brightness to achieve this. If a polarizer gives me this. This is better picture quality. So that's a big problem in my opinion. So here's the thing. Not only that. So let's say that, okay, I don't care, I'm gonna watch the TV on a dark room. It seems like 100, so this is another problem. We're jumping from that issue. That's terrible, horrible in my opinion. And just to summarize that, the biggest problem is that the average people don't care because they don't know, they don't have a clue what perfect blacks is or black level rays, they don't know. But the biggest problem is that professionals don't care either because they say, okay, if I'm gonna use the TV on a dark room anyway, it's not an issue. But I would argue that even on a dark room, if you have a bright object on the screen, that is going to light up the pixels that are next to that, because this is super bright, so it's going to produce the same problem. But again, they are saying, oh, this QD OLED Samsung has a solution for that, and that's actually not gonna happen. Okay, I want to see that. I'm gonna go to the store once they release and take a look at it and see if in those lighting conditions I cannot see the black level rays. Okay, so it's a huge problem. But now the second issue, and this is just very, very sad. There's no 120 hertz black from insertion. It's just removed. It is incredible to me that LG has this feature and they just downgrade it, and there is no looking back. There's no going back. Why? Because nobody cares. Nobody cares, and it seems like it is cheaper to not include that feature. As simple as that. So if nobody complains, they just remove it. So the G3 is not gonna have black from insertion at 120 hertz. The C3 is not gonna have it. Probably the C4 is not gonna have it. So they just completely forgot about it. Completely. And we're gonna have to wait for gaming monitors to be 240 hertz and beyond, to reach the motion clarity that the LG C1 has. So we're gonna have to wait for a 360 hertz OLED gaming monitor, and that is most likely, that's gonna be 1440p most likely. So for us to get 4K 360 hertz, that's gonna be a while, and that's the only way you can beat the LG C1 motion clarity, because you get 4K 120 hertz OLED Motion Pro High that looks like 312 frames per second. So when are we going to get, so here's the thing, when are we going to get 4K 360 hertz with a glossy finish like this, with this polarizer which looks fantastic, and any light under any lighting conditions? Yes, it is reflective and you don't want the light to be pointing directly to the screen, but it looks dark and there's no black level ray. So when are we going to get that? I don't know. It's gonna be a while, because even 240 hertz 4K, I don't see that happening anytime soon, because we would need display stream compression, because HDMI 2.1 bandwidth is capping at 144 hertz of 4K. So with display stream compression, you can double that. So we're gonna need a TV that does that. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, because the TV doesn't need 240 hertz. The only thing that gives me a little bit of hope is that these companies know that gamers are buying TVs for gaming. And actually there's a TCL TV that is 4K and is supporting 240 hertz with half of the vertical resolution. So it is a 98-inch TV. So basically they are aware that some people want a gigantic TV for gaming. And if I had enough space and money, I would definitely get a 98-inch TV for gaming, okay? Of course, it would need to be OLED. I would like it to be OLED. So at TCL is LCD screen. But they know that gamers want TV, huge screens for gaming. So maybe we can have a little bit of hope that we are going to get a 240 hertz 4K with display stream compression, HDMI 2.1. But maybe we're gonna have to wait for gaming monitors to get there. 4K 240, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. And AMD was the only, Nvidia was like, oh, we don't need that, display stream compression is enough. But AMD was the only one that, oh, we're actually going to offer the ports that are necessary to get higher resolution with a higher refresh rate without compression. So maybe we're gonna have to wait for the RTX 5000 series, and next year, maybe 2024 or beyond. So yeah, those are the things that I don't like. I don't think it's gonna be better in any case, because the QD OLEDs, they are saying the coating is going to be anti-reflective. So if you have an anti-reflective surface treatment, that's not going to be better than glossy, even if the polarizer was improved to prevent black level rays. It's not gonna be better. And 120 FPS at 4K is not enough. You don't have enough motion clarity. So if you play with a mouse and you do this, you do fast camera movements, that's okay. You're not gonna appreciate the motion clarity a lot because you're moving too fast anyway. But if you play with a controller, like I do, you're doing all the time, you're doing panning movements. You're panning the camera. And you will definitely see that motion clarity issue. So yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. Man, it sucks because I was expecting to get, each year to get something better and better and better. Not to get downgrades. Like, why would you eliminate a feature if you already have it? That makes no sense. If they already have 120 black from insertion, why would they eliminate that? That's mind bending. And why would they make the picture quality worse just to advertise a bigger nits number? For that, just because of that, that's bad. That's bad for us enthusiasts. And I cannot understand why professionals don't complain about that either. Because yes, you can watch the TV in a dark room, but still worse. I don't care. It's worse. So yeah, just gonna end the video here. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and if you have any questions.